Dear colleagues, warm greetings from Moldova. It is an honor for me to address you a message at the launch event of the Digital Development Compass, the analytical tool developed by United Nations Development Programme in collaboration with GitHub. My message is about the digital transformation of my country, and also it is a message of gratitude for support of these organizations in this complex process. Today, digitalization is on the agenda of every country. Each of us wants our citizens to benefit fully from the advantages of modern technologies. We want to have efficient public administrations. We want a competitive, knowledge-based economy for our countries. For Moldova, digitalization is not just a way to do things differently. Digital transformation is a national priority and a fundamental tool in achieving the Sustainable Development Goals and implementing the program of accession to the European Union as a candidate country, the status Moldova obtained in June this year. Over the last decade, we have implemented a digital ecosystem composed of several innovative digital platforms and services. Each of these services solves specific problems of digitalization, such as electronic identity, access control, digital payments, data exchange and interoperability, secure and reliable hosting, and many others. With these platforms in place, it is much easier to develop sectoral services in health, education, taxation, social protection, etc. The digital ecosystems allowed us to start the process of fundamental rethinking of public services. The reengineering of public services implies the maximum accessibility of services and their citizens' centricity. This is very important for all of us, but is way more important to our diaspora, that third of Moldovans who live abroad. In fact, through the process of modernizing our services, we are creating a new user experience which keeps the services at a click away. Digital transformation is a complex process, and it requires the full involvement of all sectors: governmental, private, university, civil society. The National Digital Transformation Strategy, currently developed by the government with the support of UNDP, will serve as a tool for aligning all interested parties to the same strategic objectives and as a catalyst for the country's digital development. The key priorities for an inclusive digital transformation have been designed based on the results of the digital readiness assessment that UNDP conducted in the country and the Digital Transformation Compact, which was prepared in partnership between UNDP and ITU to outline the main gaps and opportunities for the digital transformation of Moldova. The new strategy includes dimensions such as digital government, digital economy, infrastructure, but its main element is people. Digital transformation is not so much about technology as it is about transforming the way people think and developing digital skills and habits. Dear colleagues, for a small country like Republic of Moldova, digitalization has always been a challenge. Access to technology, connectivity, growing of digital capacity requires resources, which we don't always have. The challenges of recent years, the COVID-19 pandemic, the energy crisis, inflation, make the digital transformation process even more difficult. The unjust war in Ukraine has generated a humanitarian crisis of great proportions, which is putting our country to unprecedented challenges. Being on the border with Ukraine, Moldova is the first refuge for many Ukrainians fleeing the war. At the same time, in this complicated context, Moldova has become the target of several massive cyber attacks. We resisted, but these attacks made it clear to us that we have an underdeveloped cybersecurity system and that we will need to invest more in our cyber defense capability. As you can see, under these circumstances, the limited resources at our disposal must be redirected to more pressing needs. That is why the support given by the United Nations to our country through UNDP, ITU, and other UN agencies is very much appreciated by our people. We count on your support in implementing the digital reforms included in the Digital Transformation Strategy and implementing the data governance framework, a key element in the digital development process. It is also a great pleasure to be with our technology partner today. Our government has always been a loyal consumer of Microsoft technologies, and most of our projects are implemented using Azure and GitHub. Moreover, Microsoft helps us explore new technologies and services such as cognitive services, multi-platform app UI, and confidential computing. Thank you for the great products and services. So, Moldova welcomes the appearance of the Digital Development Compass, and we stand ready to actively participate in its testing and continuous development. We are convinced that this tool will help governments evaluate and improve their digital transformation programs, making them more comprehensive and inclusive. Thank you very much for your attention.